YouTube, what is going on? It's the Now Talk 23. We are back with another video today. Well, matter of fact, before we get into the video, YouTube, I need you to hit the like, comment, and subscribe button. Turn on that post notification bell while you at it. Today we got Last Chance U basketball players, where they at now. So, as we know, Netflix just came out with the second season of Basketball Last Chance U. They had some good. Nah, I ain't even gonna say good. They were straight, but we're gonna see where they at. Let's get straight into it.
Season 2 of Last Chance U Basketball is officially here. In this season at East Los Angeles College, it's one that's very interesting with a lot of storylines involved in it. As it's the first season they've had since the start of the pandemic, it's pretty much an entirely new team from the last time they had a team in 2019-2020 with only one returning player. So there's a lot of obstacles the team has to get over as being a part of one team, playing together, and playing cohesive basketball. While, of course, having to deal with the pandemic, which canceled games, players had to be tested many different times, and every game could be in limbo due to some positive cases. In today's video, I will be talking about the players on Last Chance U Season 2, and talking about where are they now. Of course, before I proceed, spoiler warning. If you have not watched the season, and if you want to proceed with the video, go ahead. But if you don't want to hear some spoilers, you may want to click off this video. Now, before I move on, remember to smash that like button and subscribe if you haven't already. Now let's get into it. The team itself in the 2021-2022 college basketball season was a good team. They went 25-5, winning 83% of their games, while going 8-0 in their conference. In aspects about how far they made it as a team, they would make it to the regional final / third round of their playoffs, losing to West LA 85-73. The first player that I'm going to be talking about in today's video.
I'm happy they started with him, bro. Wherever he at, I hate to be like this, bro, but he sucked, bro. This nigga was 7 foot and he was missing layups, and this shit is junior college. Like, come on, bro. This nigga would miss layups, not get rebounds. You're 7 feet tall, man. Like, that shit, it was sad watching that shit some of the time.
The big man center at 7'1", Brian Penn Johnson. Penn Johnson, before his time at ELAC, played at Washington and LSU. As a player in this season, he averaged 8 points a game while shooting 67% from the field and grabbing roughly 5 boards a game. From my point of view, he was a very good player and very influential at that, as when he was on his A game, in his mind and in his play on the court, ELAC basically seemed unstoppable. At least that's how it was portrayed on the show. Overall, I believe he was a very good player, and he's now at Cal Poly. With Cal Poly in this current 2022-2023 college basketball season, he's appeared in 6 games, starting in one of them, averaging 9.5 minutes per game, shooting 70% from the field, grabbing about 2 rebounds a game, and scoring 3 points per game. With this next player, it is Desmond Washington. Washington was the only player on this year's team that was on the previous team from Season 1 that covered 2019 to 2020 for ELAC, and Coach Mosley would put a lot of emphasis on Desmond Washington having to be the big leader of this team, knowing that he was the one and only player that was returning from the last roster that he had for ELAC. Overall in the season, Washington played well, 29 games played. He was scoring 10 points a game, shooting 53% from the field, 35 from the 3, while also averaging 4 rebounds and 1.5 assists per game. He is now at the University of Minnesota, Crookston. For the University of Minnesota at Crookston, Desmond Washington is a starter, as he started in all 9 games that he's played in. He's averaging 25 minutes a game, while scoring 9.9 points, averaging 5.4 rebounds, and is also shooting 43% from the field and 31% from the 3. On to the next player, it is Damani Whitlock. Now, Whitlock in the beginning...
This nigga didn't give a damn about no charges, nothing. Anytime a charge need to be taken, he gonna take that shit, no matter how hard you hit his ass.
Of the season in the first episode, it seemed like his basketball career may have been in limbo as he revealed that he was getting tested for a heart issue. Luckily, it would not be anything that would end up being major, as he would come back during the later part of the season and would end up playing in 21 games for East Los Angeles, where he was a very key factor of that team. He averaged 2 points a game while shooting 37% from the field, 26 from the three, averaging a rebound and 2 assists per game. I know it's not the most eye-popping numbers, but you gotta realize, this guy, he brought the energy. He had leadership, and he was a menace on the defensive side of the ball. This guy was a lockdown defender, and you knew his presence when he was in, as he was always someone that was taking every charge in the book, no matter how big the guy was coming down the court. He's someone that you really want in a point guard, and somebody that was very good for this team and very impactful. He would go on to play for Texas A&M Texarkana. On to the next player, it is Demetrius Caleb. Caleb's father played in the NBA with the Lakers.
Oh my God, this nigga probably was the most hated nigga. Bro, you can't coach this nigga, bro. If you watch this Last Chance shit, bro, you know this nigga was off the chain, nigga. You just can't coach niggas like him. That's all I'm gonna say, bro. I ain't gonna give it up, but I can't stand
And even won a national title for Michigan while playing in college. And Caleb actually played college basketball on the D1 level at the University of Illinois Chicago before transferring to ELAC. In the season, he's kind of portrayed as someone that didn't like his role all that much, and he was very disgruntled in the beginning when he wasn't playing at all. And with some of the edits that they made, it seemed like he was constantly getting hounded on by Coach Mosley and his teammates in practice for not listening or bickering back. And of course, that's a lot of edits, and I feel like he may have got done dirty in that sense. But of course, they're going to make some things look like there's a lot of drama to make the show more interesting and entertaining. Now, in regards to the season, when he was on the court, he played pretty well. In 20 games played, he averaged nearly 6 a game, shooting 60.5% from the field and nearly 30% from the three, while averaging 1.6 rebounds a game and assists per game as well. Demetrius is still with ELAC for the 2022-23 season. Where in 5 games played thus far, he's averaging 3 a game while shooting 43% from the field and 40% from the three. Another player that was heavily emphasized in the season was...
My fault. But, bro, this is probably the saddest player on this team. Not sad because of his playing, but because of what happened, bro. This guy was the #1 middle school player back when he was in 7th grade. Him and Kyrie, what's his last name? Kyrie Walker, right? They was on the same Oakland Soldiers team running this shit. Bro, like, this nigga first dunk was in the 6th grade. Then, so he's saying in the show that this and that, something happened where he couldn't graduate, but bro, first of all, #1 player in middle school. He got invited to the USA camp. Bro, you not getting invited to that camp unless you elite. There is no reason he should be at this school, bro. He should be in the NBA, bro. Like, if you know, you know, bro.
Shamar Murrow. Shamar was said to be the most pure, talented basketball player on the roster, according to a couple of the coaches, and they really couldn't believe that he was there. As going through the AAU circuit and starting off in high school basketball early, you would have thought he was going to be one of the highest rated players in the nation, and for sure to go to the NBA very early on. However, he had a lot of issues off the court and ultimately wouldn't end up graduating high school. And he's playing the JUCO season, trying to get his GED, and having a lot of off-the-court issues with home stability, constantly couch surfing house to house. In the season overall, when he was playing, he played pretty well. 22 games played, averaged 4 points a game, 53% from the field, 41% from the three, while grabbing about 2 rebounds a game and 1 assist a game as well. He's still with...
I promise you, bro, put this nigga on a team where he the main, bro, he gonna average 20 plus a game, bro. Like, I'm telling you.
Los Angeles College for 2022-2023. However, he has yet to appear in a game. Joshua Phillips is the next player I'm going to be talking about. He was another big man on the team, and he had a big role with ELAC in the season. 25 games played, averaged 3 points a game, shooting 46 from the field, while grabbing 3 rebounds a game. He was a big factor for the team, and someone that was starting to get a lot of emphasis on the season as the season kept going on episode by episode, and he's now at Grambling. For Grambling this season, he's appeared in 6 games, averaging 7.7 minutes a game, while averaging 0.3 points and half a rebound a game. For this last half of the video, I'm going to be talking about the other players on the team that weren't necessarily featured as much as the previous players that I just mentioned in this Season 2 of Last Chance U basketball. The first player I'm going to be mentioning for this last half is JT Langston. Langston was a big part of Season 2 for Last Chance U for their team, as he averaged nearly 9 a game, shooting 65 from the field, and grabbing 6 rebounds a game as a forward. He is still with ELAC for 2022-2023, and it seems like his role has grown even more, averaging 12 points a game, shooting 59% from the field, 33 from the 3, averaging nearly 7 rebounds a game and 1.5 assists. On to the next player, it is Brandon Wilson. In Season 2, he played in 20 games, averaged nearly 7 points a game, shooting 48% from the field, 29% from the 3, while grabbing 3.6 rebounds a game. He is still with East Los Angeles College in the 22-23 season, where he's appeared in 2 games, averaging 1.5 points a game while shooting 100% from the field. Next is guard Justin Gladney. Gladney averaged 6 points a game, shooting 41% from the field, 53% from the 3, had 2.3 rebounds and 3 assists a game in the 29 games he appeared in during Season 2 of Last Chance U. About his current status, it's a little iffy. He still has ELAC basketball in his social media bios, but he is not on the 2022-23 roster that I see on the school's website.
Probably kicked his ass
He
off.
still appears to be training for basketball.
Probably done with
Today
that.
we're here to honor the legacy.
But I'm not 100% sure if he's currently at a college as of right now, based on the research that I've done. Next up is Idrissa Sow.
Who is that?
Idrissa appeared in 14 games, where he was averaging 2.6 points a game, shooting nearly 30% from the field, 17 from the 3, and averaging about 1.6 rebounds a game. He is currently at Texas A&M Texarkana. On to Richard Wilson. Wilson in Season 2 played in 20 games, where he was averaging 5 points a game, shooting 51% from the field, 49 from the 3, while averaging nearly 2 rebounds a game. He is now at Florida Memorial University. In this final part of the video, I'm going to speed run through the last few players that I have yet to mention that were on the team, however, were barely featured at all on the season of Last Chance U Season 2. First was John Sanders, the guard. He averaged 8 points a game, shot 43 from the field, 32 from the 3, averaging 2 rebounds and 2 assists per game. He's still with East Los Angeles, and he's currently committed to Coastal Carolina, and he's having a big 22-23 campaign, averaging 14 a game, 44% from the field, 30 from the 3, 3 rebounds, and 3 assists per game. On to Corey Cofield, another guard. He averaged 9 a game, shot 58 from the field, 11 from the 3, averaged 5 rebounds, and 1.4 assists per game in the season. And he's still currently with ELAC, as he's averaging 12.5 per game, shooting 60% from the field, 28% from the 3, has 5 rebounds a game, and nearly 2 assists. With Tyrell Hunt for the season, he averaged nearly 11 a game, shot 55 from the field, had 6.3 rebounds a game, and 1.6 assists per game. And he's still with East Los Angeles right now, where he's averaging 10 a game, shooting 46% from the field, is averaging 6 rebounds and 1 assist. Another big that was on the team was Christian Oliver, standing in at 6'11". For the season, he averaged 3.8 points a game, shot 42 from the field, 50 from the 3, while averaging 2.5 rebounds per game. He's still with East Los Angeles College with a bigger role. In 8 games played, he's averaging 4.5 points per game, shooting 46 from the field, 50 from the 3, and 1.5 rebounds a game. On to the final player in today's video, it is DJ Gilmore. Gilmore appeared in 13 games where he averaged 2 points a game, shooting 53 from the field and 50% from the three-point line, while also averaging 1.5 assists per game. DJ Gilmore, similar to Gladney, I'm not 100% sure if he's currently on a basketball team right now. He's not on the roster for ELAC for the 22-23 season, but he does have a YouTube channel he runs, and I'll leave that down in the description below if you want to check out his videos.
Maybe.
Well guys, you've made this far in the video, drop something down in the comment section below. What was your thoughts on Last Chance U Basketball Season 2? And before you head out, remember to smash that like button, turn on those post notifications, and subscribe if you haven't already. Be Helly out.
See, what at the end of the second season, the guy said he don't even want to be on TV no more. So it might not even be no more Last Chance U, or they might go to another school. But as far as them recording at this school, it was a pretty good season. I mean, it's like no Last Chance U season that's been on Netflix. The team has won the championship. So it's like they need to find a team that's gonna win. It's always, oh, we won the year before, but this and that. But it was a pretty good season. But YouTube, if you're rocking with the channel, please leave a like, subscribe, turn on that post notification bell. Y'all ain't trying to see these videos for real. If you're trying to see these videos, hit that post notification bell. Catch me on the next one.